Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is I'm hoping I don't mess up your name. I'm so sorry if I do. Volume Meljeko? I tried to practice that before I started, I swear. I'm sorry. It's just thank you so much for sending me a video. Ooh, that's a really pretty Type 64. The one track thing was kind of cool too. Also, one HE shell. Okay, for everybody else out there, yes, I'm gonna rant about HE shells. Make sure you do carry at least 3, 5, preferably. Especially if we have this much ammo in the tank. But I understand. Once you get to be an experienced player, you can load your tank really however you want to. Just for the newbies, 3 to 5 HE shells. Okay, and of course, this is a Tier 6 game on Tundra. So, yeah, before we get started, as always, let's talk a little bit, well, as lately, anyway, a little bit about the awesome Patreon campaign. Haha, I was up that before he shot the Cromwell. So, Patreon right now, you want to watch me in pain, go jump over to Patreon, a couple bucks, and when we hit the goal of $125, which we're like 40% of the way there or something like that, then you guys get to watch me get my legs waxed, or chest, or arms, or eyebrows, whatever you guys pick. It should be a lot of fun for you guys. I don't think I'll be having a lot of fun, really, but I'll try to. It'll be a new experience. I'm thinking next month, for the Patreon campaign, I'm probably gonna get shot by paintballs, and you guys get to pick where and how many and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay, let's get back into the game now. Ooh, he was looking for that tracking shot. Unfortunately, he did not get it. It's also really hard to get tracking shots with this tiny gun. Almost better just to put a shot center at mass on a target like that. But, I mean, you might as well develop the muscle memory of going for those tracking shots, even if you can't necessarily get them every time, due to the caliber of your gun more than due to your skill. And upon realizing that he's got one ally backing him up, he immediately gets out of there. Notice he doesn't try and hold the flank by himself. Now, occasionally, if there's you and a couple friends, and you're all, decent, and you all know if you work together really well, you can hold this flank, you can do that sort of thing. But for run-of-the-mill players playing with run-of-the-mill, when you're playing with run-of-the-mill average everyday World of Tanks players, assume they're not going to hold with you. It will save you. I love the fact that he is eating away on this Cromwell, and I know he's got to be lit. He's got to be lit the entire time. Yet because he's such a small target, Cromwell didn't bother shooting at him until he'd taken a giant chunk of that chrome himself. So yeah, just because a flank is falling and you happen to be over there, doesn't mean you have to stick around. 9 times out of 10, it's much better for your team if you switch flanks and help the flank that's winning, winning has more players on it, push harder. Because if that flank with more players stalls out, that's when your team starts to lose. If you just trade bases with the enemy, that's not a bad thing. It will happen in almost every game, and it's perfectly fine. The problem is when you trade bases with the enemy, except your team doesn't really trade so much as limp towards the enemy. That's a problem. Nice shot. There's a Hellcat over here for some reason, and so, just pops out and takes care of it. I mean, Hellcat is in a bad spot just be over here. So the fact is that taking it out of the game is worth it. It was a weird spot for Hellcat to be in, though. So you notice how, well, we had more players over here, but they've all died. Great. So that means that the team's going to need somebody to help carry them. Ooh, unfortunately, bouncing that shot off the T-37 because of the fact that he didn't quite reload in time. Oh, and then goes to fire that one clutch and hits a pothole and pops his tank up in the air. Unfortunate. Happens to every single one of us, though. Don't worry about it. It happens every day. It's annoying as anything, but there's not much you can do about it. Going for that tracking shot on the KV-5 doesn't get it, but is holding the KV-5 in play long enough that he can pop out and take shots at it. He was hoping to kill it. Obviously, it was smart enough that I pulled back when it was starting to get dead, but still, nevertheless, it was a great attempt. So now running around in the middle, he's just looking for targets like right now. He's looking for weaknesses and probing enemy as much as he can. This T-37 is not going to out-DPS us, so there's no reason not to press him as hard as we can. And make sure that we can take him out of the game. Because every enemy gun that you take out of the game is, obviously it's a gun less firing at your team, but it also lets you survive and do more damage longer, which in the long run is the best thing in the world. Getting into a fight with an ioEther, though, isn't. Unless you can convince him to waste his shells on somebody else, or you can drive him off a cliff. Oh, and no, he landed it. Never mind. With the damaged turret, he couldn't get his turret swing around. He actually had to help it all the way around. I'm surprised the AMX didn't kill him. It must have fired several shots into the dirt or into the sky, and or got distracted and was firing at multiple targets. But if that AMX had been solely focused on our hero, who I'm just going to call Volume, for now on, if the AMX had been solely focused on him, he wouldn't have lived through that encounter. But it was scatterbrained. It wasn't really thinking straight or thinking at all, and so he took it apart. Well, he's looking to just finish off this Cromwell. Obviously, just get it out of the game. One last thing he has to worry about. Nice job with the Hellcat. Sneaks the shot and finds out exactly where it is. Sneaks the shot in and takes it out. And then Bush Mechanics using them against this poor VK, who's now burning. I'm pretty sure he knows where we are, though. Nope. Well, it doesn't matter if he did. He's dead now. So, what's 4 enemies left on our team, or against us, sorry. There's one, and the Type 64, our Hellcat is going to go in and just try to squish him. We definitely got spotted on that shot, but there's nobody around that can shoot us, so that's a good thing. With 100 health left, there is not a single enemy on the board right now that can't one-shot us. I am going to speed this up, though, as we look for the KVA-5. It's possibly in the same location. It's also possible he's halfway across the map. So we're just going to, instead of me sitting here and just trying to talk to you guys about whatever, we're going to let this thing play out a little bit more. He is stopping and waiting for his crew to find something. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be finding anything. Also, the Hellcat is with him. Good job on the Hellcat's part. Sticking with your friendly is always the best option, even if your friendly is doing something you would consider stupid. Whoops. Slowing right down as we found the T-34A5. Now, can the Hellcat hit him? Looks like yes. And oh yeah, that is dead T-34A5. And now we're just looking for another target. Again, gonna go ahead and speed this up. The likelihood of both those guys coming in together should be strong, but I don't think it is. I think that they just happened to be in the same place at the same time a little while ago, and now they're just all over the map. Nice shot as I accidentally reduced it down to half speed. And we see that beautiful shot of the kid getting out that KVA-5. Well done. somebody gives him a bit of information that the Skoda is on full health, which is going to be a problem. I mean, it's this little pop gun is going to have to do a lot of popping, and of course the Hellcat is going to need to be involved in this fight. He asks the Hellcat to go first because he's so low on health. He doesn't want to get taken out when his family still need him. He's looking to run around the backside, hoping to catch the Skoda unawares. We're going to bring down to normal as the Hellcat on cap is going to have to pull the Skoda. Yep, there we go. And he's firing. He's hoping to track. He misses both times. The Skoda does have an auto loader, or possibly has an auto loader, so be careful about that. Skoda knows enough that it knows it can't just charge a tank with another tank on its flank guarding it, so he doesn't. In fact, he's charging us. Let's speed this up so we get to a part where it actually looks like a duel. So Vom is just running away because of the fact that he's on such low health. He doesn't think he can take a confrontation, and he's right. I'm sure he can't. Under normal circumstances, he would just walk over and eat this poor guy, but this is not normal circumstances. I don't want to say watch out the entire counter, so 30 seconds. He's going after the Hellcat now, so he's got to protect. Volume has got to protect the Hellcat. Nope. Come on, one more of those, and it is done. Good job, sir. Thank you so much for this. It's a Pools medal. Isn't that amazing? I didn't even notice those Pools medals until just now. So we're going to jump over to his battle report. Won't that be cool? And I'll see you all in a second. Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Demo Extra, Duelist, and Fire for Effect. He also managed to snag that Pools mount, High Caliber, and Top Gun. Sorry for the weird intro there. I hit my record hotkey and it selected my entire recording for the rest of this game. And I was nervous there that I was going to delete it. And after the work I just did, I don't feel like casting that game again, you know? So don't delete my audio. 3,000 damage. Wow, Vom. Good job. Or is it Vol? I don't. Somebody's gonna have to tell me, because I don't know. No spy damage. That's interesting. I assumed you'd gotten some. I didn't realize you'd gotten 3,000 actual damage with no spine damage. Wow. That's interesting. Well done. A bunch of kill steals in here, but overall it was completely worth it. Thank you so much, Volum. I'm hoping I got your name right. If I haven't, I'm sorry. I am terrible with names. But your game is amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. Help me get my legs waxed, right? Drop in a couple bucks and enjoy my pain. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is ioEther out.